hit this record button so that we can drop this on YouTube later for people too. What's up? What's up? We're going to talk about some of the new stuff. We're going to hopefully get some battles in too and maybe see how some of this stuff works. There's only so much I can do, but I'd love to test out, especially the updates. So, hey, what's up, Voice of Silence? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, super hyped to be able. Normally these drop when I'm super busy at work, so to be able to just sort of be like, oh cool, I could totally just hang out and talk updates. Hey, and done. Hello, hello. But yeah, I'm interested to hear what you're excited about. First of all, what's up? Let me know what new moves, it changes you're really excited about. I'm obviously gonna go through the list a little bit, and we'll talk about each of the things that we've got here as far as the balance updates go, and then we'll also hopefully get some battles in for you, and we can see some of these things in action. I'm pretty sure that these have been updated in the Game Master, so we'll get hopefully a look, and if they're not, then we'll see just how bad they were before they get updated. So, but yeah, why don't we? I'll let you tell it. Yeah, not a spoofer. All right, I'll tell you everything. And by tell you everything, I mean I'll probably fail at telling you everything. Let me also kick this off because I think I might be blowing out my own speakers. So, couple things. Obviously, we've seen a little bit of this before this first part here. Where is it? Let's highlight that correctly. So, hey, the Garter, what's up? I know it's not dark in here. It's Pogo before dark. So we saw some of this get pushed last night, and people have been talking a lot, which is that charged attacks and switching are now queued and activated, as opposed to what they were doing before. This, I think, is universally a good update. Hey, Zigzag, what's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome. I think everyone is pretty happy with this, primarily because I think all of us have been on the either the receiving end or the beneficial end of somebody repeatedly trying to switch during their animation and it not working. This is a great update. Hey, X Factor, what's up? This should, while it's going to reduce a little bit of the skill gap between like the best players and a medium player, I think generally it's also going to reduce frustration for beginner players, which is a huge thing. We need more people to play, right? And I think, being able to watching your switches fail and your charge move is not fire off at the right time is a big deal, and that's a great change. I have no idea what certain visual bugs in battles have been fixed. I assume that has to do with the nonsense we saw last night with the spinning screen, but we have no idea yet. Either way, we've already seen a lot of this, and we've also seen the CMP thing get pushed, so that's pretty cool. These two are more interesting. So we've got universal buffs this time. Hey, Anadactyl, what's up? What's up? Yeah, I hope that's not the only bug fix. I hope they fix some other bugs too. So these are the two that we should be able to play around with today. First being Megahorn getting a boost, which I guess is a good thing. Really nobody was doing that, but Volt Switch, yeah, Zigzag. Volt Switch is the one that I think people are going to be pretty hype about because it looks like Volt Switch is now a Shadow Claw clone based on what's in the Game Master, which is insane. You've all played with Shadow Claw, right? You know how insane Shadow Claw is. If Volt Switch is now Shadow Claw, Volt Switch is going to actually be good. It's going to go from, I think, literally the worst charge move or quick move to one of the best. So that's pretty hype, and we're going to play with that. I'm sure we have stuff with Volt Switch already in inventory, and they definitely have fast TM. So, Megahorn, I haven't seen any stats for, but if any of you know the stats for Megahorn, let me know. I've not seen anything get pushed. And yeah, Ampharos is a big benefactor. Ampharos also further down here too, because they got Volt Switch and they got Thunder Punch, which seems like it would be very good. Hey, JR Honda, what's up? What's this, a butt? It's about the balance, bro. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, these I'm excited about. These we should be able to play with. Play with. Wow, real good speaking. I am. So pretty excited about both of those. Hopefully, also hoping PV Poke gets an update here soon, and we can play around with them in sim mode too. Hey, Evil Imp, what's up? What's up? Typhon, what's up? Let's see. So Flying Press in the game, nobody knows it yet. Flying Press, I think, is Howlucha, which is the flying fighting type. So we should be really interesting to see when we get that. But cool, it's in the game. I don't think we need to rabbit hole on a thing that nothing learns. Oh, but now we get to have some fun, right? The TM lottery begins. We'll go one by one and we'll sort of talk through the Flying Press is a Blast Burn clone. Ooh, so it's a fighting type charge move that's a clone of Blast Burn. That's outrageous. Ooh, I like that. It's pretty limited in who learns it though, right? Parasabal. Like I know how Lucha learns it, and I think a couple other things, but maybe just how Lucha. Someone's gonna have to check me on that. I do not know for sure. But that's an exciting move. But yeah, so other than that, we get Plusle and Minun learning Grass Knot. They've been giving electric types, so just Howlucha and Luchador Pikachu. Okay, so maybe we get a Luchador. Oh my God, what about Thundershock, Wild Charge, Flying Press Pikachu, or Raichu if they give us that, maybe. That would be something. That could be something. We could make that work, right? So yeah, they're continuing this trend of giving Grass Knot to essentially every variety of Pikachu they can. So Plusle and Minun getting Grass Knot. I don't think you'll ever use it on Plusle because Plusle's trash. But Minun, that seems like it could be a legit update and upgrade for various metas. You know, right now you're basically on Mono Electric or you're on Swift, which is kind of a shitty move. So that seems like it could be good. If you don't have a Minun already, it's probably worth having one because there might be some meta where that's going to be, you know, it's going to be like electrics and grounds and you're going to need something like that. The problem is that I don't know that that's going to make it better than Alolan Raichu, which already has a similar moveset. So it feels like it's just living in that same space. So I don't know. This, however, I think is a big deal. We all know how good Lantern is, right? We already know how good Lantern is. Spark. Hell yeah. Hey, what's up, Jim Corn? Yeah, I know, 5 days this week. I was totally planning to take this off, but yeah, Zigzag, I guess that's true. Discharge Grass Knot is a decent set. And I think Alolan Raichu has this problem where you basically really need 3 charge moves on your Alolan Raichu. You need the bait move, you need like a Thunder Punch, and then you need a heavy hitting move. But you really want like, sometimes you want Grass Knot, sometimes you want Wild Charge, sometimes you want Psychic, and you just don't have enough move slots. Discharge occupies kind of a nice space between Wild Charge and Thunder Punch, and that actually might be really good. Oh man, Spark Lantern could, Hiker. I could see you running Spark Lantern in the last week of Fusion. There's actually a couple things in here that I think could absolutely impact Fusion. Ooh, well, Jim Corn, Volt Switch is a Shadow Claw clone, and we're gonna play around with that. We're gonna play around with that in a little bit. We're definitely gonna battle. I've got that set up, so we'll take some challenges. We'll play around with some of the new moves where we can. And in fact, I'll even TM a Lantern to Spark so we can play with it. But this is a pretty good upgrade. I think that this is going to be definitely a big time meta shifter because there were definitely a lot of times where I think you would have preferred Spark on Lantern. Water Gun's great, but it's a little slow, and sometimes it's just not doing the work you need to do, especially in Azumarill meta. So I'm really excited about this. I think this one is going to be a big deal. This one I'm less sure on. I mean, obviously Thunder Punch is an upgrade, and Ampharos also has Volt Switch. So Volt Switch Thunder Punch now seems like a viable electric set to put on Ampharos, and then it's got some interesting coverage moves and stuff. So that could be something. I'd be into that. Is there a fighting move for Ledian? I don't see a Ledian fighting move. I mean, it's not going to learn Flying Press, I don't think, Jim Corn, unless somehow Ledian learns Flying Press, which I just don't think is going to happen. But Ampharos will be interesting. I'll be excited to see Ampharos in action. We'll maybe stream Buddy 1-2 and play around with it. Um, I'm really excited about Masquerain getting more moves. I really am. Bubble Beam also. Hey, what's up, Ink? How's it going? We're covering some of the new stuff. We're gonna play around with some of the new moves, but figured I had a pretty late day at work today, so if no one else is gonna talk about them, we're gonna talk about them. Yeah, Zagzag. I think I like Thunder Punch, Volt Switch, and Dragon Pulse. That seems like a cool moveset. Things are great, Ink. Thanks for asking. Yeah, Masquerain now has two buff moves and a debuff move. I'm really liking like Masquerain with the Flying Quick move, Bubble Beam, and Silverwind, just as like a total Trollmon. Silverwind hits a little harder than Ominous Wind does, so I do think that would be the set. But I'm really looking forward to trolling people more with Masquerain. That's gonna be very good. And it gets stab, yeah. Because Masquerain, despite the fact it looks like it's flying, it is not flying. It's water bug, if I remember correctly. And then our last set of, I mean, we just started, Ink. We've been live for 15 minutes, so far so good. Yeah, okay, so no, it's flying. It is flying bug. Hey, thanks for the follow, Ink. Much appreciate it. But yeah, this stream's brand new. This is our 4th day in a row of streaming. We weren't planning on doing all 5 days this week, but here we are. So last night was great. We had a ton of fun. I 2-1'd Mason in a set on the Wheel of Memes, and that's really all that matters to me. Who's your god now? Suck it, Valarash. Love him. But yeah, been a good time. Hey, Jim Corn with the gifted tier 1 sub to Ink. Let's see some butts in chat for our new friend Ink. Roll that beautiful butt footage. Thank you, Jim Corn. Your 38th gifted sub in the channel. Welcome, Ink. So last one in the new move front is Vespiquen getting Fury Cutter and Air Slash. This, I think, isn't going to be a big deal until the next time you see Vespiquen in a meta, because Fury Cutter is awesome. I don't know if you've used Fury Cutter much, but Fury Cutter is great. And I think it's an improvement to Bug Bite. When's your trade wars, Jim Corn? Let's talk about that in Portland, yeah? We'll talk about that in Portland. Only 4 subs? Oh, I'm sorry, Ink. Where are we at now? We're at 153 as of last night. I don't know how that happened. Oh, wait. I forgot that you're looking at my screen. Whoops. I'm a scrub. What can I say? But enjoy, Ink. We've got some sweet emotes. I think you'll enjoy them. But Vespiquen has been very, very good in a lot of metas and very fringe in a lot of metas. Both Fury Cutter and Air Slash are really great additions to Vespiquen's arsenal. You were already kind of stuck using Power Gem, and Power Gem like wasn't really great. I mean, it's like a non-stab move. It has some coverage, which is nice that it hits flyers, but these moves are gonna make Vespiquen do a whole lot of work and a whole lot of like consistent work. And I think sometimes you're just gonna want that consistency over like, oh, sometimes I hit a Noctowl with Power Gem and don't kill it. It's like sometimes you don't even kill the stupid thing. So, all right. And you could consider Bug Buzz, yeah. Because Fury Cutter's so fast that, yeah, you could consider something like Bug Buzz. What's up, love your stream? Welcome, welcome. So all in all, this is a much less sort of intense addition of moves than the last time. But, ooh, yeah, is Vespiquen Rose legal? Is it on the search string for Rose? It feels like it's not the right colors, but if it is, it could be. The only thing I would say about Vespiquen and Rose, if it's legal, and I don't know, someone's going to have to check me on this, is that there's an awful lot of fire and rock running around. Like, a lot. Like, too much. And very little grass. So I'm worried that you would just be murdered. Like, I don't know that any of the bugs are going to be able to be good enough in that meta. All right, and our last bit that I think we're all pretty hype about is the return of some. It could be fusion, but I don't think it's fusion legal. I feel like it's not fusion legal for some reason. Does it have a 75k second move? I'll let one of you check me on that. We got legacy moves back. And this time we got universally great ones. It's 50k, okay. These are a big deal. Not only because legacy moves are always a big deal, and you've heard me soapbox about this a ton, which is that one of the biggest hurdles for Pokemon Go as a potential esport is accessibility. These are back permanently. These are back permanently, Evil Imp. A bunch of these moves are essential to making these Pokemon viable, and in many metas, something like a double legacy Magneton is one of the best Pokemon in the meta. So the fact that some amount of people have them and some just literally can never get them is a big deal. You're just not playing on even field. So having these back is great. Hey, Scotty, you got a gifted sub, I think, either last night or the night before. So enjoy your emotes, my friend. These are all great. Thundershock Raichu is by far the best quick move on Raichu. Without Thundershock, it's rarely relevant. Thundershock, again, great on Magneton. Discharge, insane on Magneton. Without those two moves, again, basically useless. So that Pokemon now viable for everybody. Poison Fang on Venomoth is less important than it used to be, since the buff on Psychic sometimes makes that the right move. But Poison Fang Moths were hard to find. Raichu also now has Volt Switch. A whole bunch of Pokemon have Volt Switch that you're like, but wait a minute, I might just use Volt Switch now. And on Raichu, I might. Haunter with Shadow Ball, a big deal. That's really hard to find. Yeah, Sadie Poo. Bug Bite is still legacy on Venomoth, but I don't know you're ever going to use Bug Bite. And then Hypno. As Sadie Poo mentioned, Hypno getting Shadow Ball is a big deal. It's one of the best, especially open freestyle Pokemon with Shadow Ball. But Hypno now has 7 charge moves. 7. So every time you use a charge TM on Hypno, provided it's double moved, you can roll one of 6 random things. That's outrageous. That's never going to happen. I am going to end up keeping my Shadow Ball Hypnos that are legacy with shitty IVs because frankly, I don't have the TMs for this. I will never be able to TM that. That's never going to happen. So, unfortunately, as exciting as that is, I would not look to upgrade your Hypnos yet. I would wait for a TM thing. I would honestly just farm Drowsies and try and get one with Shadow Ball. Try and, like, it's almost, the dust is easier to get than the TMs at this point, which is absolutely savage. Hey, it's Moots. I encourage anybody in the chat who wants to do this to simply video your attempts to get Shadow Ball and Hypno and post them. Tag Niantic support and post them. Also, if any of you get it in one TM, the amount of nerd rage that you'll see is going to be outrageous. I cannot wait. Hey, what's up, Zeus? How's it going? So all in all, I think this section down here, the legacy moves, in addition to what we talked about up here, which was these sort of improved PvP mechanics with the charge attacks and switching now being queued, are huge. Both of these are immense for PvP and its future. You know, again, these are both accessibility improvements. The number of times I've watched a new player get frustrated with the fact that like the charge move doesn't fire right or they can't switch right, that's a turnoff for somebody who's trying it out for the first time. So, hey, Mr. Dr. Pants, I know, middle of the day. It's literally 2 o'clock where I am, but I've had a light day at work. I've got a lot of stuff going on tonight, so I couldn't stream. But Go Stadium's doing a stream tonight, and I'm sure they'll talk about all of this. But those 2 things are huge, I think, in general. The game is going to play differently. So if you do have tournaments going on or you've got some coming, I highly recommend getting some extra reps in to get used to these new things. You're going to need to do that. Yeah, Scotty. I mean, it's not Pogo After Dark. It's not mature content this time. So those I think are a big deal. And I also think, oh, it's Moots. Oh, I'm so jelly. You just evolved one to get Shadow Ball? You lucky dog. You lucky dog. Respect, though. Respect. I think those, and I think the the Volt Switch update is gonna be insane because Volt Switch is totally insane. What's up, Choost? Yeah, it's an afternoon delight. Early after hours. Nah, it's Pogo before dark. Pogo before dark. All right, so that's a lot of goodness. That's a lot of goodness. So what I want to do, I know I've got some ultras in there. Let's switch over to here. Why don't we actually play around with some of the new moves? I'm excited to actually play around with a few of these. So I think the update's live. I'm pretty sure it's live. So if somebody wants to, I'm not going to worry about the queue. If somebody wants to send, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some searching. I'm going to find some stuff. Actually, the other thing I want to do really quick is I want to TM a Lantern to Spark. It's a fast TM, so we can absolutely do that. Let's TM our crummier Lantern to Spark. I have 2 of these double moved, because... Alright, let's get Spark on here, if we can. Okay. So we've got Spark on a Lantern. Is there any other ones that I want to... Bubble Beam. I think those are the only ones that I want to worry about the only one I want to worry right now. Yeah, Spark Lantern, Mr. Dr. Fance. So somebody throw a challenge at me. Let's just throw some of these new Pokemon out at each other and see how that goes. Happy to... I just want to see this stuff in action. If you've got any of the new ones, throw them my way. Let's just see how they perform. The queue isn't open. Just go ahead and send it. There we go. Cody Miles with the send. Thank you. Thank you. Spark Lantern could be really good in Fusion. It was already on the verge of good, especially because of Noctowl. It's very good against Noctowl. What I really want to do, though, is I want to try out... What do I have with Volt Switch? Do we have something with Volt Switch? That's already powered up. All of our Volt Switch stuff is not powered up. Or double move. But let's try this Raikou. I just want to see Volt Switch in action. That's really it. And then let's get something with Megahorn too. I know I've got something. I want to try and fire off some of these new moves. Oh, that has Megahorn. Okay. Okay. And then let's see. What else can we do? I'm just gonna throw some spice at the end. All right, let's try this. Let's see what I want to see what Volt Switch looks like. Like, this is really the thing I'm most excited about. Yeah, no worries. Well, we're gonna fire these off. We're gonna talk. Spark versus Water Gun for Fusion Lantern is a real discussion. I don't know yet. It's a Shadow Claw clone. We're gonna find out right now. We're in the mirror match. All right. Well, we have lag right now, so it doesn't really matter. I think Spark might now be the worst available electric fast move. Yeah. Can we actually fight? No. I got really excited about the idea of battling. But I'm not doing anything right now. So all right. We're going to we're going to be very disappointed in the battles today. Let me kill this for a second. Yes, I would like to kill that. Let me double check something too, because I think I realize now that there may be an issue. But yeah, let me know what you're excited about. We'll try and play around with it. I'm pretty excited about the balance as well. But let me see. I'm gonna just check real quick. I think I also owe this game a quick update. And if I do, I'm gonna run that real quick before battling, because I think that's what we're running into right now. No, I don't. Okay, good. Let's reboot. Let's do it. It's like a slow Shadow Claw? Yeah, Cody, my game crashed. Oh, Charge Beam. Yeah, Charge Beam is terrible. I forgot about Charge Beam. I totally forgot about Charge Beam. All right, Mr. Dr. Pants, go back to class. Thanks for stopping by. All right, let's try this again. What else can learn Volt Switch? There's other stuff that can't. What I'm gonna do. I have a better Raikou, right? I have one that's like at least close to No, I don't. That literally is the best one I've got. Okay. Oh, the Ololins learn Volt Switch? Hold up. Uh, oh man, I want to try. Graveler does? Oh yeah, we want to do this. We want to try this. There we go. Let's try it. Let's try it. Oh, I'm excited about this. I'm really excited about this. These are great. All right, all right, all right. So at Volt, I want to see this in action there. We'll do the Megahorn wise. We'll use this. Actually, I'll bring two things with Megahorn. I do want to see what Megahorn does. Yeah, Sadie Poo. One of my mods permit Sadie real quick to post that. Thank you. That'll be good for reference. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up in a sec. All right, let's see. So let's see what Volt Switch does here. Let's see it. I'm so excited. Well, it definitely generates a whole hell of a lot more energy. Jesus. It still feels clunky, but that's a lot of energy, yo. Wow. Like we're already at 2 Rock Blasts. I'm kind of digging on this. Yeah, Ampharos probably the biggest winner, but like, I mean, that's kind of silly. Sure, we're gonna keep running this. It feels like the giant like ball of electricity hits hard now, which is kind of nice. It always felt silly that it didn't seem to do much. It was like, oh hey, look, there's this big old pile of electricity that just tickles your opponent. Like we're just spamming rock blasts. um, kind of in love with this. Kind of in love with this. All right. And there's that Raikou that's not attacking us. I mean, look at that energy gain. Look at that energy gain, yo. That's outrageous. All right, so this is fun. I'm into this. Yeah, I don't have an Ampharos that's quite ready to go, but I'm really enjoying. Can I fire off a Mega? No, they'll just die. Cody's just totally out of this. Bulky Electric type's finally a thing, yeah, because you're basically doing. I mean, that felt a little more like confusion than it did Shadow Claw, but oh Jesus, that all blew way the hell up. All right, just bring just Raikou. Oh, it's Shadow. Okay, I get it. All right, that makes sense, Sadie. So it's the EPT and DPT of Shadow Claw, but it's confusion speed. That makes sense. I'm gonna take these off for a second. They're making my ears sweat. So that okay, so it is a slower move, but you're essentially like shadow clawing 4 times in each charge move. All right. All right, let's do one more with Cody real quick. I do want to see Megahorn in action. I understand now. That makes total sense. I'm just gonna bring 3 things with Megahorn and hope for the best. We're gonna spew Megahorns. All right. Also, there's that list of Volt Switchers. So the Volt Switchers are Pachirisu, Alolan Graveler, Electrode, Raichu, Galvantula, Alolan Raichu, Mew, Ampharos, Alolan Golem, Jolteon, and Raikou. Okay, that's something. And then yeah, I'll bring the Raikou this time. I'm curious how long it takes to get to the. Oh, I need one with Volt Switch. That one. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, thanks for the assist, Sadie. I appreciate that. Either way, I get it now. That makes more sense. It's not actually Shadow Claw. It is comparable in its own certain way. I think this thing has Megahorn too, yeah. So we're racing the Megahorns, although if it's got Water Gun, no, it's got Poison. So like, I'm curious how much damage Megahorn will do. Because Megahorn has always been a bit of a disappointment. So let's spew one off and see if it impresses. Oh, you weren't supposed to shield that. You weren't supposed to shield that. Alright, so we've got the Hypno in. We should be able to Megahorn this too. It's now a Shadow Ball clone? Ooh. Is it the same energy though? That's the real question. It's the so did they reduce the energy then? Or did they just increase the damage? 55 for 100? Yeah, let's see what it does. Yeah, that stings. That certainly stings. Megahorn used to be 90 damage for 55, now it's 100 for 55. Cool. Yep, there we go. We've got a lot of super effectives happening. But also Volt Switch. Volt Switch is just gonna end this. I mean, I'm gonna let this go through because I'm curious to see how much damage it does, like sort of neutral Megahorn damage. Oof. Yep, that's an improvement. Can confirm. Move is better. Jeez. All right, there's still another Pokemon here. Oh, look at this cute little guy. Look at this cute little guy. I mean, obviously we win this fight, but I'm still Mega Horning this. I'm Mega Horny for Megahorn, y'all. Let's go. I want to see how much damage it does in these sort of like non-stab, neutral damage scenarios, because this is kind of a big deal. What's up, Azrael? Welcome to the stream. Okay. So Megahorn seems great. Megahorn seems real great. I'm kind of into this. It helps Heracross too. Yeah, I saw that. It also helps Escavalier. I am so jelly of everybody. Raikou is completely bugged. What do you mean, Cody? It just doesn't work? Is that what's happening on your end? All right, let's have somebody else send. Hoff, you got some battles for us? Let's play around with some of these new moves still. Actually, let me check out my Ampharos. I know I have an Ampharos saved for PvP. Ampharos. Oh, it's little though. It's down here. So I've got this bad boy, which will be great. It's already got the legacy move and stuff, but don't really want to sink that dust this second. I could do an Alolan Raichu. I could TM my Alolan Raichu. Right? We could play... I do have this one. Like, I don't mind TMing it. Stream buddy it and I'll spend some points. Oh, sure. Sure, you know what? Ampharos. We can do that. How far do we have to go? If we wanted to power up an Ampharos... I don't even know what level this thing is. But, yeah, we can power up. We can power up an Ampharos as stream buddy. I'm not going to throw it up, but... We can do that. I do want to make it happen. I feel like 1300 CP. Yeah, that could be the case. Let's look. I think the other one we have is let's see, Amph is 1200. I think it has Volt Switch. Let me make sure it has Volt Switch. It does. Cool. Also, a couple of Alolan Raichu's Volt Switch. I'm really like Volt Switch is the one I'm really keen on playing around with. So we're just gonna play. We're gonna play with 3 Volt Switchers and see what happens. Let's see. I might make. We'll make Ampharos a stream buddy soon for sure. Now that it has some reasonable stuff. All right, we're playing these. I don't know what my charge move is on this thing though. I assume it's Dragon Pulse. Okay, it is. So how fast do we get to Dragon Pulse? 2. Oh boy. That's a real fast Dragon Pulse, y'all. Alright, I'm not shielding whatever this is. Although if it's like a Grass Knot or something, we probably are sad. Or Psychic. Thunder Punch. Cool. We can ignore that. That is a very, very fast Dragon Pulse. Like, that is kind of outrageous. Jesus. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh my god, we're gonna go ham with this. Yeah, we're just like, cool, we'll race you to Dragon Pulses. Oh my god. This is great. Hey, thank you for the follow, Deb. Deb Extremo. Appreciate it. Alright, we got fainted by that though. Um, our whole team has a little bit of problems against this. We're gonna lose to just this one Graveler, but I like it. So I imagine 2 Rock Blasts are coming my way, right? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm excited to see Ampharos get some play. Ampharos deserves some love, that's for sure. What do you got back here for me? You've got a Haunter. Okay. We'll see if we can race Shadowclaw. That's like the thing that I'm most curious. Like now that we've got a little bit of energy advantage here, can we just race the Shadowclaw? Almost. We almost got there. And then we got one more. I think this thing has last resort though, so that's not going to be good. Oh, rip. Also Shadow Ball. Turns out Shadow Ball's still a very good move. Huh. Yeah, let me take a peek at Ampharos. Ampharos has 126 attack, 105 defense, 130 stamina. That's not too bad. The defense is above 100. That's pretty decent. But yeah, I don't think PV Poke is updated yet as far as the moves. So I'm gonna pop out of this and we're gonna check again. So let's see. Is there anything else in here that we're super excited to try that doesn't require us to use charge TMs? I've only got so many charge TMs, and I kind of need to conserve them for my shit. Sorry, Hoff. I'm bouncing around to different battlers, so if there's anyone else who wants to get a battle in, but you did smash me, Hoff. So far, Volt Switch is seeming very good. I would like to try that Spark Lantern too. I do have that Spark Lantern ready. So actually, does someone want to send me a fusion battle? Send me a fusion. I want to see how Spark Lantern does in fusion. Haunter seems real good. Well, Haunter was always good in Rose X Factor. You just now can have a Shadow Ball one. I already had a Shadow Ball one, so it doesn't make a huge difference for me. But yeah, someone send me a Rose battle. Or not a Rose, sorry, a Fusion battle. Send me Fusion. Send me just your whatever your Fusion team is. I'm just going to put Lantern in place of, say, Cloyster on mine. And I'll comp a team. Alright. So Hoff, let's do a Fusion battle, Hoff. So what if we do like that, and we have to look out for grass is kind of the thing we got to look out for. Where's that's my charge beam one. So I also will do that. Now let's put the lantern up front. So let's see how this thing does. I'm just curious. Obviously, if we get it on a knocked out, we'll be in great shape. I think that's the matchup it most wants, but it should be able to play Altaria closer. And I kind of want to see how Spark does. There we go. So this is, let's just see how this goes. The stupid description actually says that this is supposed to make this matchup better. I don't know that it does, but here we are. It was always kind of a medium to medium bad matchup anyway. You're just doing neutral damage on everything. Although, I also resist Wing Attack. This is a Dragon Pulse. I think we probably are in trouble. Sky Attack. Or yeah, Sky Attack. Like, I actually think we can win this if it's Sky Attacks. And by win this, I mean probably not, because we just died of Dragon Breath, but we're at least going to come out of this up a shield. Supposed to win the 0 and the 1 shield. Yeah, I think I needed to shield that first Sky Attack, because we'll get fainted down by Dragon Breath. So that's just a play pattern mistake on my part. That I would need to correct, right? Is that I need to shield that first one, despite the fact I resist it. Or I'm just contented here to come out of this first fight and have energy and shield advantage, which if you ask, like, the guys from last night, they're like, this is fine. You're in great shape. You're going to come out of this with a bunch of energy and shield advantage. go to town. Like, even if this is an Alola Marowak, we can just bulldoze it. So what I could do is I could switch into Shiftry here and hope the last thing doesn't hard counter Shiftry because the Flyer's dead, which is what I'm going to do. Because also Shiftry with an extra shield and a little bit of energy is really, really good. So, let's see. Let's push this. Let's push this the shield advantage a bit, and just fire off the foul plays. Both these Pokemon are very good against. Are going to be very good against our Bronzong, so we do have to figure out how we're going to win this. But I think our solution is exactly what's happening right now, because we get this thing dead. Ah, all right. Well, we have 2 shields. Bronzong versus Wishcash. Let's try not to die to Mudshot, yeah? That would be an embarrassing way for this to end. It'd be super embarrassing. But I think we're going to be fine. All right, cool. That was fun. So I think, yeah, like being able to get those... how did the charge move change affect QSAing? My understanding, Typhon, is that QSAing is essentially dead. It doesn't work anymore, because of the fact that now the move is auto-queued. So if you hit the button during a charge move, it's just going to automatically fire it. You don't get to skirt the system, essentially, now, because it's auto-queuing that. Hey, what's up, Maximus? We're playing around with some new stuff. We've got this Spark Lantern. I'm pretty excited to play around with it. We'll see another, hopefully another fusion battle here. And let's do Noct, whatever. These aren't really well comped teams or anything, but we'll play around with it. I know, Typhon. I just got the hang of it too. Oh, people should not be salty about their legacies. I liked that Go Stadium tweet, Cody. Oh, hello. This is, well, we do have a good counter to this. The rest of our team is pretty trash about it, but we do have a decent counter to it. Oh, Venusaur? No. We did more comfortably get to this Hydro Pump, though, which is, I think, the play pattern against Venusaur. You just spew this. Because if it lands, it definitely causes some hurt. There we go. And, yeah, we just say, sayonara. That Empoleon is going to be a big old problem for us. Like, a giant problem. But if we can get the Marowak in and maybe... I'm not shielding. Try and throw a couple Bone Clubs at it, maybe get some shields. It's just like, neither of our Pokemon are particularly good against it, so... Lantern's great, obviously. Yeah, please send me TMs. If you can send me TMs, I would definitely appreciate as many TMs as you can send. Because I'm going to need them. Alright. I hate that this is our better of the options here, but it really is. Oh no! No! Help! Help us! Oh no. That's also very good against our team. We've been playing against this stupid Spark Graveler a bunch, and it is good. It is actively great. Hey, Pikachu! I don't know. I'm not sure where those TMs are as well, but we're never beating this fucking Spark Graveler here. Oh man. Yeah, we're toasted. Like, our best case scenario is we get it dead with this, but even then we just died a waterfall. Yeah, I was not expecting the Empoleon Spark Graveler line. Made all of our team very bad. Oh, lordy. Alright. So what's our line here? We have to somehow get multiple charge moves off before we die to Volt Switch. Okay. Here's one. I think we're going to die to a waterfall. It's Volt Switch, yeah, sorry. I'm confusing the new moves, but yeah, it is Volt Switch. Yeah, one short. We would have had a chance, I think, but... Oh, there's still a shield to play. Never mind, we'd have been boned. Yeah, everybody, get your pitchforks ready for TMs because that's gonna have to get fixed. Hypno again has seven charge moves. You have a 1 in 6 chance even after it's double moved to even get the thing you want. So even like your best case scenario is pretty much like 5 or 6 TMs to get to what you need. Yeesh, that battle was savage. All right, let's try. PB Poke is live. Yes. All right, all right. Hoff, I'm gonna bounce real quick. We're gonna take a look at PB Poke because I think we can look at. Let's see. Let's do rankings. Let me get this set up real quick. Let's do Rose Cup, and let's see if anything drifts back in. PB Poke is live. Yes. Also, seriously, Kakuna is a legend, and I do this every time one of these happens, but I want to remind you all that there is a Patreon for PB Poke. Seriously, there's a Patreon for it. Contribute. You all know that we literally cannot do this without PB Poke, right? Like, you don't have to contribute a ton, but even just $1 a month to help keep what he's doing alive is essential to what we're doing. So do check that out. Make sure you're supporting him as well. I always appreciate all the support you give to me. Give a fraction of that to PV Poke, please. All right, let's switch over to, where is it? This one. There we go. All right, so I'm looking at Rose first to see if anything's changed. We're just going to scroll down and see if I see any of the new stuff. My guess is that... Now, the Magneton is nice because you can finally get it, but I don't know that the meta is going to allow it. There's a Graveler down here with Volt Switch as well. That might be more realistic. And then Alolan Golem there at 34. An Electrode at 40. Electrode with Volt Switch, Foul Play, and Thunderbolt. Oh my god, what does it beat? This is going to be a spicy choice. So it beats Charizard, Golbat, Skarmory, Drapion, Heatmore. Loses to all of the ground types, obviously. Interesting. How does it fare against... how does it fare against, like... Yeah, let's see. Electrode versus the Rose Cup. So obviously you lose to all the Mud Slappers, right? Those are terrible matchups. You lose badly to Steelix. Lose badly to Machamp. The Charmers, Glygars, and Gliscors. Probopass. I mean, these aren't great, but you do okay against Sableye. That's something. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, the stuff you beat is not... Beating Charizard is a big deal. Whoa. Embezzle. I just realized how long that appeared on my screen. Yeah, Embezzle. I think that's the easiest solution. Like, I think we all would prefer them just let us pick the moves. But at the end of the day, what they should do is it should be a ranked list. And Jim Corn, I will battle you, I promise. I'm just gonna talk through some of these changes a little bit first. And that way, just you go into the list. So if you know that you're on Thunder Punch, it's gonna take you 3 charge TMs to get to Shadow Ball. On Hypno, right? You just know. You're not. It's no longer an unknown, which I think is the problem right now. Is the fact that it's an unknown is extremely frustrating. It's okay. It's also the chat box on the screen is totally different. Yeah, the flipping back and forth is the feel bad. And I think that the game could benefit from that. No worries, Hoff. Thank you for stopping by. We'll be streaming tomorrow night too, and we'll definitely we'll try and prep a few things and make sure that we've got a few of these for our auto rec stream on Friday. But yeah, I think the feel bad is easy to fix. Is that the solution we want? No, we want it to be as simple as just pick your charge move and be done with it. But if I know that it's going to take 3 charge TMs to get to Earthquake on a Pokemon, so be it. I can at least plan for that. Or I can make determinations on if something is worth doing before I do it. If I go, oh, it's going to be 1 charge TM to get to that, that's great. I can do that. It's just when you just go back and forth between the 2 moves you don't want, trying to get the 3rd one, that it's absolutely horrifyingly frustrating. Okay, so I don't think that Rose Cup is shook up that much aside from accessibility, which is great. Why don't we look at Fusion? I know that we're mostly done with Fusion, But I am curious if anything's moved up the rankings. The thing about there's Lantern. Okay, so Lantern moves up to 23rd. The thing that's kind of crummy about Lantern in this meta is that it's a Mudboy meta, right? Like everyone has 1 or 2 Mudboys. I wish I could have a little more control over this. Super weird that I cannot. What if I slide this down? Nope. There it is. Okay, let's where's Lantern? There we go. So Lantern's real perks are that it beats Noctowl, Marowak, Bronzong, Sandslash, Wiggly. It beats Wigglytuff now. It cleanly beats Wigglytuff with Spark. Or is this still Water Gun? No, this is Spark. Yeah, Spark is going to be much worse against the Mudboys. But beating Wigglytuff in most scenarios is pretty good. You lose the 1 shield. Or no, you win the 1 shield. You lose the other one. So you lose the 0 shield and you lose the 2 shield. But that's not bad. But yeah, you still get stomped by Mudboys. So to me, that's like a, let's see, there we go. That's like one of those picks where it's nice to, it does require a bait, but I actually think that it's probably like, if we talk about this, like, let's see, if this is not shielded, so let's play around with sandbox mode, right? So let's say this is not shielded. And let's say you just throw a Thunderbolt here. You still win, right? PV Poke does a lot of this. I highly recommend those of you who do this a lot in battle to not necessarily take PV Poke's sims at face value because they're frequently interesting. In this case, it fires off a Hydro Pump for no good reason. In fact, if they don't shield the first one, like, so I like to get in here on sandbox mode and just like play around with this entirely. So let's say they don't shield the first one. You just decide to fire another one, which they shield. That's when you would, let's see. So that's when you could lose this one. So basically, like, see, like, and actually this is, it's funny because, yeah. So he gets down to 18. Although you die in this case with a Thunderbolt, essentially already ready to go. So there could very easily be some breakpoints involved. Like, let's max product these and find out. So let's maximize and let's maximize. Let's assume everybody's using their max stuff. And yeah, you get your Thunderbolt here. There you go. Boom. So you win with 2 HP. So there is a breakpoint involved here too, from an IV standpoint. So, and I think this is the same breakpoint that was there in Jungle, where this matchup was common. So you're probably looking at, let me scroll down here to the breakpoints. So, hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. It looks like there is a defense breakpoint for this matchup, which is cool. So you would need to play around. You would need to play with your IVs a little bit to make sure that you're hitting this 14 damage charm breakpoint. It also means, hey, Brutal Butter, what's up? I know it's not dark yet. It also means that you couldn't switch a Wigglytuff in, right? Because all it requires is a 1 spark energy lead. So like, let's rerun this and let's do +1 spark, and we'll do 1 shield each. Let's see. Turn off sandbox mode. Battle with a 1 spark lead. You still get there with that, but let's play around with it. So, Thunderbolt. And then you get this Thunderbolt. Right? Well, you, in theory, get that Thunderbolt. Oh. When are we getting Lock on Chansey? I don't know, dude. I'm hyped for Lock on Chansey, though. Someday we'll get Lock on Chansey. So this matchup is extremely close. If we go to Water Gun, let's zero that. for example, if we do the water gun one shield on each, turn off sandbox mode, update. With the water gun one, you actually do slightly better because of the water gun damage. So, huh. What do you mean X Factor? It's rank 1. Is it just it's now the best Pokemon in the meta? So, I don't know that Spark's gonna make a difference there. Let's go back to our rankings. This was that. Let's go back over here. Here we go. Oh, you're right. Rather, Confusion or Charm Blissey would be rad. Like, I would be down for both of those. I think those moves both make sense. Although, I don't think you can give Blissey or Chansey a good move like that. I think it would become a problem. So, as much as I want it for the memes, I think those Pokemon are potentially a problem with a good move. If they gave, like, a slightly better move than Zen Headbutt or Pound, you could have a chance, but I don't know about that. So I don't know that any of the new stuff is all exciting. The one that interests me the most with the new moves in Rose Cup, I think, are the Alolans. I think both the Alolan Pokemon, which are down here, where they're like Alolan Graveler or Alolan Golem, which I think is Golem higher ranked or Graveler. Graveler is. Kind of make things interesting now because Volt Switch is such an improvement, right? So I think both of those could be could actually see some play, given that they have pretty good matchups already against some of the top meta stuff. And beating Charizard and Sableye and Skarmory is kind of a weird pile of Pokemon. So I do like that. And you really just have to avoid Mud Slap. Like, if you get Mud Slapped, you're toast. You are never beating a Mud Slapper. But I don't even know that we're going to see a lot of Mud Slappers. Lock on Bubble Beam, Skull Bash, Chansey. Maximus, you're terrible. Volt Switch on Mew is interesting. I just don't think it's better than Shadow Claw. Because I just don't think Volt Switch is... I think Shadow Claw is going to end up being better. Not because, like... This is kind of like a flexibility thing, right? Shadow Claw does what Volt Switch does, but it does it with more opportunities to interact. And every one of those interaction opportunities is a big deal. Because sometimes you're just going to die in the middle of a Volt Switch animation, despite the fact you have all the energy you need. So being able to just fire off moves as they become available and not have to wait for Volt Switch's animation to end is going to make Shadow Claw generally better. It doesn't matter. It's like, it would be like, oh, this move is exactly the same as Razor Leaf, but it takes one turn. You're like, that move's better every single time. Because, again, the less you are, like, stuck in animation mode, I think the better the move is. Shadow Claw's typing tends to be more relevant as well because it tends to hit everything for neutral. Like, really, you're just worried about normal types and dark types, where electric has a lot more... I think a lot more things resist electric. You don't have to cringe when you get Volt Switch Raikou. Well, as long as it's not broken. I hear it's not functional properly right now. So, all right, let's get back to the battles for a little bit. Let's throw a few more out. Jim Corn, let me know. I know that you've got a few different things you wanted to battle with. So, let's throw this back up. Send it, Jim. I'd be pumped to see some more fresh things. I'm gonna trust Jim to send the fresh. I'll bring something fresh, but I'm gonna bring some nonsense too. I'm gonna just let the auto rec team sort of like take care of the choice for me. I'll pop in something new each time, and we're just gonna sort of play around with these new Pokemon a bit. Oh boy, these are fun. I'm super excited to have new stuff. Volt Switch or Thunder Shock on Raichu. Not a spoofer. I don't know yet. That, I think, is going to be interesting to look at. I'm inclined to stick with Thunder Shock because of what I talked about earlier with Shadow Claw. I think the moves will be fairly comparable, but until we get into simming that, I guess we can look and see what PV Poke suggests as the default moveset for Raichu now. Battle in Great League, Raichu, let me see. They are still recommending Thunder Shock. All right, let's see. I think there's potential for Volt Switch to do enough damage that when you get to the charge move, it'll kill. Possibly. Yeah, exactly. So there's definitely some like Thundershock is a nearly impossible move to farm with, where Volt Switch is going to be a pretty good move for farming purposes. So that's going to end up sometimes being a meta choice. It's one of the reasons why, despite Thundershock technically being better, sometimes you wanted Spark on a Alolan Raichu because it let you farm. It lets you like farm down the last bit of health and then fire a Wild Charge that was next to earn back your shield. Oh, I'm plenty safe. Let's see, what's the next improved fast move? Rock Smash, Zen Head. I think it's Rock Smash. Zen Headbutt, I think they can't improve too much because they're using Zen Headbutt as a way of blanking Chansey and Blissey to an extent. But Rock Smash is on a whole bunch of Pokemon. And Fighting could really use another... I'll bring that Lantern again. Fighting could really use another move other than Counter that does something else. Like, imagine giving Fighting something that resembled Razor Leaf, Charm, and Confusion. And now Volt Switch, I guess. So that you have some flexibility when it comes to, like, the moves that you could bring. But I do think Zen Headbutt's just a dead move. I think they know that they have to leave it a dead move. Or they have to remove it from Chansey. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you keep Chansey and Blissey nerfed without leaving a couple of those moves. I think that's sort of a workaround for them. Where they're like, we can't really change anything here, so we're just going to do the best we can. So we'll see what Gym Corn brings. We're playing around with some of the new moves. I brought a Spark Lantern just to see. But otherwise, my team is just an auto-rec team. I'm kind of excited to see the new moves outside of the context of against, like, I don't know how many Megahorn users I need to see. Ooh, a Pachirisu. Fun. So Pachirisu got Volt Switch. So that's going to allow it to do some new stuff. I'm on Snarl, which was added in the last update for this. So I think it has, like, Wild Charge and such. I'm also going to try and QSA real quick, just for... So, I mean, I just successfully QSA'd. Right? Did I just successfully QSA? I mean, I don't know. I would need a charge move to go off, but... Huh. Interesting. I mean, I don't want to die with these, so I'm going to fire them, but... Well, I only got one off, so that's fine. Interesting. I'll try it again. I'll try it again where we can actually, like, hopefully see it in action. So in theory, I just QSA'd this. Oh, please don't be Focus Blast. I'm going to be so sad if this is Focus Blast. Okay, Future Sight. So, I mean, that appeared to be a successful QSA, right? It's possible the update isn't pushed on my end. I mean, I can also try some cued switching here. And see if that works. Let's see. So let's see if I... Oh, it's fine. The switch should have triggered it. Interesting. So something's up with my game, because obviously I am not... those cued switches didn't work either. So I'm wondering if I'm on the old version and they haven't pushed the new version to me yet. Okay, so basically I am not on the right version yet to have that. Got it. Got it. Whatever. You can kill this. Checks out. And here's our Sparky boy. I'm really enjoying how much faster Spark is. Like, there are a lot of people who are like charge beam believers on Lantern for whatever reason, and I'm kind of enjoying this. Oh, right, we've still got this stupid thing to deal with. So lots of Volt Switchers here. But Spark is seeming pretty decent. Yeah, it was all we had, right? You wanted something faster than Water Gun because Lantern's charge moves are so great. You have like the best possible charge moves, but you didn't really want to have to use fucking Charge Beam, but here we are. All right, so This should be fine. We should feint that, and we should be able to feint this. Although we might have a charge move. We might lose to it. Oh, yeah, we're going to lose to it. We're not going to feint that down fast enough. And that's Volt Switch did some work there. All right. We got to see a lot of Volt Switch. Yeah, it feels good. Water Gun Hydro Pump is not a good combo. No, I wish they would give Lantern a faster water move. Not that I want anything to have more charge moves until they fix TMs, but it would be nice if they gave it like Surf. Give Lantern Surf. Alhuka, it is. The moves are changed. I am on the old version, so some of the new fancy like queued switching and stuff, I don't have access to yet. But a bunch of the stuff is changed and fixed, so that's pretty exciting. All right, we'll do another one with Gymcorn. I'm going to bring a Megahorner. I'm going to bring a Megahorn Pokemon this time. We'll bring a Bolt Switcher. I'm going to bring the Ampharos again. The Ampharos seemed great. I also have an Electrode down there. And we'll just bring this random Muck in the back. But yeah, the new moves are all in the game. They are updated. You can TM to them. The stats are there. They're functional. So go ham if you want to try them out. I guess Nido King was on the fringe of playable in Rose as well. So it's possible that a buff to Megahorn is a big deal. Just like Escavalier in Fusion, where if it's on your team right now and you're in the middle of a tournament, it's pretty rad. It's pretty rad that you just got a big old buff to your shit. I'm pretty hype about that. All right, let's see. Okay. This is not a matchup I think any of us have ever looked at, so. But we do 4 Volt Switches to a Dragon Pulse. I assume Megahorn is going to absolutely savage us, so I'm actually going to shield it. And we're going to Dragon Pulse ourselves. Absol, I don't think Absol is going to be good. It's just the Pokemon we all seem to have with Megahorn. Let's see. Oh, there's that. That resists what we're doing. So let's try it. Yeah. It could be Acid Spray. It could be Drill Run. Drill Run would be a problem. It's got Drill Run. It's not supposed to have Drill Run. It's not supposed to have Drill Run. Why would you Drill Run me? I guess he's on Drill Run Megahorn for whatever reason. Alright, I'm shielding again because I don't want to die to Drill Run. Hey, Mystic Sparkle, what's up? Welcome, welcome. We're playing around with the new stuff because why not? Who needs a day off from streaming? Yeah. All right. So we're kind of in trouble here because I think we're gonna get Drill Runned out by another Pokemon. Come on. So I do have a Dragon Pulse loaded. This thing resists Dragon Pulse, but we could probably kill it. Oh, we're also mostly dead. Yeah, I think we're toast. We tried. Hey, Brady Shady, what's up? Early stream today. We're not gonna be able to be on too long, cause no, there's still Pokemon left. Okay, we dead. Cause I do have to go get ready for work in a little bit, but I figured the new moves are live. We might as well jump online and battle a little bit with them. So I hope you're enjoying yourselves so far. Let's see. I'm going to bring the Nido again. I'd like to see the Nido do something. Obviously, not shielding a Drill Run and just dying. Not really what we're looking to do with it. Bolt Switch-wise, that's been pretty good. This whole team has a big old ground problem, so Ninetales is not great. Let's just bring it. Let's go Lapras. Let's go. Lapras doesn't have any new moves, but, we're doing that. I wish I had the queued stuff live, but they have not pushed the update to my phone yet, so it's not even in the store yet for me. For you, Brady Shady, or for me? For me, it's gonna be a real long day. I've got this now. I got a trivia night I gotta host in a little bit, So I ditched out of work a little early so I could jump online and do some streaming and play with the new moves. So glad that you all decided to stop by. Oh, because I don't want to deal with. Oh, geez, that's pretty good against us. Electrode, Volt Switch Electrode. Let's go. What do you got? What do you got to counter me? Oh, we're doing this again. We're doing this again. I'm not throwing the Megahorn. I know the Megahorn is the new move, but I think we just throw Earthquakes and hope it doesn't get shielded. Oh, for you? Sorry to hear that, Brady Shady. Well, hopefully we'll that's a work thing. Hey, yeah, what's up? Yeah, we can battle later. Sorry, I got all carried away with the new shit. Can't help it. It's too exciting. Had to stream. But no worries, dude. And reminder, like if you want more, you got on Discord and saw us streaming. Yeah, you're not even the only person I'm supposed to do a remote battle against today. So, all right. I mean, I can win this fight, and I'm gonna try. Ooh, good bait, good bait, good beats, good beats. Let's try and land the Earthquake still. Oh, come on! We had that. We had that. We had that. All right. Oh, but this thing has counter, yeah? So we die pretty quickly to counter. I'm sorry, what? Is that a Samurott? I don't think I've ever seen a Samurott in battle. I mean, it's not going to be here very long because this is going to happen, but Volt Switch is very, very, very good on this duder. Come on. So what we're trying to do is feign it down. I don't have a shield, though. That was a mistake. We don't need to feign it down. And now our problem is Lapras versus Electrode. Okay. I think my only hope is a Skull Bash. Right? Oh, yeah, we're toast. A little extra energy there. That happens. Rip. What? Oh! Slickatongue, what's up, buddy? Volt Switch is looking pretty good. It makes all of these electric. I'm gonna bounce out of this for a second so we can talk a little bit. It makes a lot of these electric choices even more complicated. Like, I'm happy Volt Switch is a better move, and there's certain Pokemon that you know that really needed Volt Switch to be a better move. But thank you, Jim Corn, for the battles. GG's. Electric now has like several viable quick moves. It's like every electric move is a little bit viable now. You have like the quick energy generating Thunder Shock. You've got like a nice middle of the road one with Spark, and now you've got like essentially a Confusion Razor Leaf type move with Volt Switch. Although the energy generation is better. The damage is less good, but the energy generation is better. So you have like 3 really good moves in electric, and it's like, cool, but what about all these other types that have like 1 or none, or, you know, where's their middle ground stuff? Like, I would love to see, I think it's Bullet Seed for grass fall into a middle road, because they have, you know, Vine Whip and Razor Leaf on the opposite end of the spectrum, and Bullet Seed could probably use a buff. I'd love to see something in Psychic in the same way. You've got Confusion, you've got Psycho Cut, and there's nothing in the middle. Zen Headbutt could go in the middle, I guess, but we talked about that earlier, how it keeps Blissey nerfed, so that's kind of a big deal. I would say, like, what else could be super rad? There's a few types, like Fighting. Fighting doesn't have anything. Fighting has counter. They've got one really, really good move in counter, and that's it. So Rock Smash could definitely use an upgrade. So it's like, cool, electric just feels like there's a ton of different stuff. And I know I didn't totally answer your question, but Volt Switch seems cool. Volt Switch seems really cool. I don't have the Q on, Brady Shady, but I'm just sort of taking random challenges. So if you want to do, if you've got something new, if you got something spicy from the new move update, I don't know if anyone has a Vespa Queen. Hey, Red Maju, what's up? If any of you have a Vespa Queen or a what else? Plus Minun or Masquerain with Bubble Beam, I think that would be, I think it'd be cool. Let's see. Sadu, it's the third best fast attack in the game. It is really good. No, I think I don't disagree with your assessment. I think from just a raw stat standpoint, it's definitely up there, behind what Shadow Claw and Counter essentially. Yeah, we're on the same page. I don't have TMs either, Jim Corn. So I have some, but I just I can't do it without some hope of like doing that. It's like it's saying you made a rank 1 Haunter. That's rad. I think my Haunter is trash. My Shadow Ball Haunter is very bad. So I have this that I will be able to update. Like this is pretty decent. It's not great, but it's pretty decent. My current Shadow Ball one is this one. Let's see what we're working with. So not good, right? Hypno also got an update. We have this. That's a Psyshock one. Where's our Shadow Ball one at 1482 is this one. So that's not good. We're not looking to do that. And then I have a couple other Shadow Ball ones. So I've got this one and that one, neither of which are going to be good. Oh, I could get Psyshock Shadow Ball. Oh, hello. What's the stats on this bad boy? Okay. What about... I feel like I have another one. I have this one. Oh, I just thought about that. Psyshock Shadow Ball is going to be awesome. And then I have a shiny. My shiny also I think is pretty bad, right? Yeah. So all my Hypnos are bad. I don't even know that I've saved a good Drowsy yet. Do I have one? I'm pretty good about saving. So I have one saved. So like I have a somewhat decent one. Let's see. Yeah, Volt Switch is statistically the same as Shadow Claw. It just takes as long and does twice. Yeah. It's just, the issue is that, and we talked about this a little earlier, is that the faster firing moves have more points for you to interact and actually set up your charge move. So sometimes you're just going to die with a Volt Switch in play, like in animation, when if it was Shadow Claw, you would already have the move. I think my Magneton is terrible, I'm pretty sure. My double Legacy Magneton. So, and that I actually, you're gonna be super mad at me. So this is my double Legacy Magneton. So, not good. But where is it? I had saved this for a rainy day. So I'm pretty excited about double Legacy Magneton returning because we got a real good one queued up. We got a real good one queued up. Oh, and then our Venomoth, lol. Our Venomoth is also comical. Where is it? Here's our Venomoth. Our Poison Fang Moth is just a random 96 that we got. So I think all of these Pokemon I can definitely upgrade because of this. Yeah, I've got a bunch of stream buddies, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, if anyone else wants to get a couple battles in, if you've got some of the new stuff, I've got a few Volt Switchers I can play around with. But for the most part, I'm waiting for some stuff. I wonder if I have. I felt like I have an extra Masquerain that I haven't evolved yet. Did I save one? So I saved this one. I've got a couple good ones, but I think they're gonna be too small. Yeah, they're gonna be too small. I'm really excited for Bubble Beam Masquerain. It just feels like it's gonna be outrageous. Like it's gonna be so stupid to be bubble beaming stuff. I know, like this happened last time. The last time they dropped this, I got real ambitious, and I spent a bunch of extra TMs and stuff, and basically emptied my bank of TMs, and I regret that. Because I had like 26 charge TMs at one point last month, and then I was like, oh, this will be fun, I'll do it all for stream, and then I ran out of charge TMs, and now I'm like, I regret that decision. Because it's definitely making the game much harder for me, so I'm being a little more cautious now. Until they fix the charge TM situation, because I don't want that to happen. All right. Anyone else want to get a battle in? We'll try and play around with a few new things. I mean, if you want to send a Battle X Factor, I'll do one with you. I'll bring some new stuff. I don't mind doing a friendship battle with you real quick. But I'm curious what the differences in some of these Pokemon are. Like Volt Switch is going to be. I wonder if Volt Switch is really going to. I don't know that either of these things are really going to shake up the meta. I just think they're going to shake up some of the limited metas, like the Sylph metas and stuff are going to be very different. Pikachu, I can probably arrange something. Shoot me your friend code again, Pikachu. I think I can find a spot for you. And yeah, my park's a Doduo nest as well, which is pretty disappointing these days. We'll do one more battle here. Appreciate y'all popping in for a short afternoon stream. I'm probably gonna make this the last battle of the stream, just so that we can move on. I've got lures, yeah, I do have lures, but I do need to start making my way towards my prep and planning. I've got a couple remote matches to play too. Hey, what's up, Skip Logic? How's it going? We decided to do a little quick afternoon stream. You got any of those sweet new Pokemon? Have you upgraded anything yet, Skip? Yeah, you were still the last person to drop bits on the stream, Skip. All right. You I want to know who's got that sweet new shit. You haven't opened the app yet. There's a whole bunch of new stuff. It's pretty rad. Oh, he's still working. Yeah, I should be working. That's definitely what I should be doing right now, but I'm not. So we're gonna use this Volt Switch Graveler for sure, and we're going to use the Megahorn Absol, and we'll just go from here. What's the cost to get on the friends list? There is no cost really. It's moots. Obviously, like most battlers, my friends list is very full, and it's very full all the time. But realistically, I do my best to reserve spots for people who are subscribed to the channel, and I also try and make a point of getting people added who are just regulars in the chat as well. So I can still QSA. I'm not going to, but I still can. I've seen Moots before. Moots has been in a number of times. He's a looker? Yeah, looker and local mean very different things, Brady Shady. Very different things. Both are fine. I assume we still die to a Megahorn, right? Even from here, even a resisted Megahorn. I'm gonna tank it if it's a Megahorn, yeah? No, I don't take it. I die. Also, all of our Pokemon die pretty savagely to this Heracross. So I kind of wish we had the rock move still now, because the rock move would actually be decent here, but whatever. Oh, rip. Okay, so we got that dead. Oh, come on. What is this? Your whole team is like skewed to beat mine. Oh no. Yeah, none of our moves do anything. So Volt Switch is great, but we're not going to win that. Yay. Alright, whatever. Earthquake, you say? Oh, there are 2 shields in play still here. This is not happening. Sometimes you can be optimistic about things happening, and sometimes you just... Okay. I guess we're gonna get Rambertoed is the plan. Although I feel like a shield has to come out now because of how hard Megahorn hits. Upgraded Megahorn, making differences. I like it. See, we're making plays. We're making plays with Megahorn. Now we actually gonna get farmed down. Yeah, we get farmed down. So that's rip. All right, we lose. We did our best. We absolutely tried to do our best. Yeah, it doesn't matter how good these new moves are. They're not going to change matchups like that, right? Like, a Alolan Graveler is not meant to fight any of those things. Volt Switch, still great. We got a lot more charge moves off, but that's not really what we're looking to do. Boy. All right. So I'm gonna bounce out of that. Thank you, X Factor, for the friendship battle. I appreciate it. So yeah, you know, I'm pretty hype. GG's X Factor. Thank you. I'm pretty hyped for this. I think, and we'll switch back to this. The thing again that's most important, like on all of this, is twofold. Again, it's this. It's the actual updates to the way the game plays are a big deal. Just from an accessibility standpoint, just from the standpoint of making the game more pleasant to play and less frustrating for people who pick it up for the first time, I think that's a big deal. People are going to no longer be like, I hate this, I can't switch, it's annoying. Boo. Oh, you got some stuff, Jim Corn? Okay. Okay. I'll do a couple battles with you before we turn off. So this is a big deal. And also, as I had sort of mentioned in the past, I think returning these legacy moves is also a huge deal from an accessibility standpoint. You're not going to be like, oh, cool, you want to do this month's self meta? Well, good luck. You don't have the right legacy mons. You're limited in your options. So that's going to be great. Yeah, I am not on iOS, Zaddy, so I can't. I checked for the update already, and it was not in the game for me. It wasn't even in the store yet for me because I'm on Android. So um, unfortunately, I can't do much. But queued switching is insane for Charmers. It's insane for Confusion users. It's gonna be good for Volt Switch, right? Like Razor Leaf, just being able to like not have to not have to fight with that over and over and over again, which tends to be, I feel like, part of the problem. Like I've literally told people, hey, maybe for your first tournament, don't play with a Confusion user. Play with something else. Play with something that is a little less forgiving, because definitely a lot of that stuff is very unforgiving when it comes to switching, and you can lose entire matches because of it. So, but yeah, Jim Corn, if you want to if you want to send some of that spicy shit my way, let's do it. I can do a couple more battles with you. We'll switch back before I get on with my day. Hopefully, get a battle in with Zaddy here. Try and get her match played. But yeah, we can do a couple more battles. All right, let's go. Let's go. We'll wait for Jim Corn to send that. If you've got something else you're hype about from the update, let me know. Cute switching, I think, is going to save everybody's life. Pikachu. Like, I just think we're like, there is something to be said about the fact that it lowers the skill ceiling a little bit, or the difference between someone who's really really good at the game and somebody who's a little less good. Because I can guarantee you, I've won some games because my opponents were slow to switch because of that, right? Like, I've definitely won games because of that. But I don't want to win games because of that. Like, I would rather win games because I played better. Um, so, yeah. Right, and also, yeah, you don't have to stop attacking, so you're also not going to drop a quick move, right? You're going to get, I don't know, I just think that's such an easy thing for them to not, I mean, I don't know the programming, but it's such an easy thing for them to go, oh, this is a straight improvement. The game should not be challenging because the programming is challenging, right? I think that's insane. That's the sort of thing that made Pokemon Go PvP kind of ridiculous to me. Was that so much of the skill ceiling was like, well, the game is kind of broken. So if you can master playing around to this broken aspect of the game, then suddenly you're better, which I just don't think is not rewarding for anybody. It's definitely not rewarding for me to be like, oh, cool, I definitely won that because my opponent was slow to switch. Like, I just don't want that. And I think also the queued charge moves are going to be better too. Yep, agreed, Zaddy. Like, I just think it'll be interesting to see how it interacts with charge moves. Like, if they fire a charge, if you queue up a switch and they fire a charge move, like they fire a charge move during your animation, like how that's going to work. There's going to be some stuff there. Yeah, no, it's moods. I think the technical aspects can be rewarding, and I don't want to see all of those removed. Um, but I do think that there's like if they're gonna make them part of the game, they need to make it clear that they're part of the game. Like I actually like piggybacking. I think piggybacking is a great is ends up being kind of a great mechanic. Um, because it basically rewards you for planning ahead. It rewards you for knowing I intend to take their charge move or shield their charge move, so I can generate advantage by essentially like when you're racing, when you're in a car and you drive behind somebody and you generate drift so you can pick up extra speed to get around them. That's basically what you're doing with piggybacking, right? You're like waiting for them to make the first move and then making your move, which generates advantage for you. Um, so I think that. No worries, Jim Corn. If you want to do a couple battles, we should. You said you got some new stuff. I'd love to see a couple new things before we check out. So if you want to send one or two, we do a couple battles before the end of the stream. That would be rad. I'd be super down for that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with those mechanics. I'd love to see more skill based mechanics added. I actually think ultimately as mad as I kind of am about the not mad, I wouldn't say that. Much as I still don't like swiping and doing all these motions and stuff for charge moves, those are actually skill and precision based mechanics. You have to learn that. Um, like you just have to get good at that. It takes practice and it takes skill. I still miss. All right, Jim Core, no worries. I'm just gonna rant some more. It's cool. That's what people are here for, right? To listen to me rant about shit. Probably, I don't know. Um, but it is an actual skill thing to learn those and to be good at them and have the patience to get them right. So I would like to see some stuff like that come through. Um, and I think there's some ways that they could find room to do that. Um, I wouldn't, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind them reducing the switch clock a little bit either, just to increase the ceiling a little bit. I think right now switching is so punishing that I don't know that it needs to be. It shouldn't be quite that punishing, and that would help alleviate bad leads a little bit, which I know is a big complaint for everybody. It's a big complaint in any Pokemon game, but it's a real big complaint in 3v3. Also, I know I've got other ultras in the chat. If someone wants to sneak in a game before Jim Corn, let me know. You can send. I'm happy to get a battle on. So we'll play around a little bit more with the new stuff if we can. But yeah, this is a this is an exciting pile of updates. I'm pretty happy about all of these. Aside again from giving Hypno the you sent a blind free for all. All right, Zaddy, let's do it. This one counts, right? This counts for our ranked match. Best of one, blind free for all. Um, but yeah, it should not. We should not do that at all. Anything goes. No legends, no mythicals. I mean, I'm fine with. I'm just basically at this point. I want to play with the new stuff. So send in whatever new stuff you have. I've been sort of leaning on some of this new stuff because it's the ones I have. Let's see. And whatever, we'll leave that Hitmonchan in. I imagine we'll lose, but I just want to see how some of this stuff goes. We're just playing around. We're trying to get a sense for it. Let's do it. Well, I don't imagine I can beat this, but we'll see how much closer it is. The upside is I resist body slams. So it's really just the Dragon Breath spam that I have to worry about. But if this is like a body slam, I can just take it. So we're going to risk it. Okay. Yep. But this matchup may be a whole heck of a lot closer because we get the charge moves off a lot faster than we used to. Yeah, it is a lot of energy, JM Mackle. Kind of an insane amount of energy, though. We're already at 2. It is definitely a weird move. It generates a lot of energy. It does a lot of damage when unresisted, but we'll use a shield here. This is gonna be very close in the one shield, isn't it? very close. All right, we got it. And we actually have another charge move ready to go. So there's that. This will have to get shielded. Yep, there we go. We die to the first counter. We can bring in this. Although we at least resist counter, although I think this is just a Megahorn contest. Yeah, five bolts gets you 80 energy. I think we have this shield probably. Ooh, close combat. Yikes. All right, we'll bait the Megahorn. I don't have a shield, so I think I will just die to something like Aqua Tail. So what I need to do is actually switch. This is not a new Pokemon. This is just a good old-fashioned one, but yeah, the Volt Switch is definitely kind of outrageous. It's clunky. It's very, very clunky, which is what we've been talking about a lot, and sort of debating how good it is. But ultimately, it's a very clunky move. But if you can get it working, it does some sort of outrageous stuff. So we'll do this. Talk to text is weird. Yeah, talk to text is weird. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get farmed here and then lose, right? Because we're not quite to a Megahorn yet. We're gonna get close combated. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Alright. I know Jim Corn's struggling with the internet, so I'm not going to Yeah, Zaddy, so you can't get QSA going? Okay, I still can. I know QSA still works on my end, but I'm on the old version, so. All right, we're bounce out of that. Nah, it's all right. I think I'm gonna wind down, mostly because I need to run some errands, and I know we've still got matches and stuff to play, so I don't want to take too much time. Jim Corn, I know you're working on the internet, dude. I will catch up with you later. We'll get some battles in Friday night. Thank you everybody who stopped by for this super early stream. Hey, what's up, Parker? Hello. You're catching us just at the end. Sorry that we can't go too much longer this afternoon, but we stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So come hang out with us on Twitch. We'll be doing a bunch of auto recommended tomorrow night. It should be a really good time. Hey, Sadie, thank you. All right, Zaddy. Yeah, let me. I'll ping you once I'm broken down on here. I think what I'm gonna do, because I never get an opportunity to do this, I'm gonna raid Zoe 2 Dots because Zoe streams on Twitch as well and is great, and we'll want to do that. Yeah, Q is saying a Volt Switch would suck. I do have Mewtwo's. Yeah, Parker. I've got quite a few actually. But I'll appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Have fun with the new mechanics and all that sort of stuff. I hope you find some really sweet new toys to play with. Volt Switch seems sweet, so go to town, everybody. Have a good evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Cheers.